demoralization, destabilization, crisis, and normalization. Enjoying these videos? Don't forget to show your support. Hit the like button and share to spread the word. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest content. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. We're always open to suggestions. Also, visit the website at jamesanthonyreport.com to support our Patriot-approved sponsors. Your purchase keeps us on the air and ensures we continue providing you with info on the topics you like most. Now back to the report.
Come on, man!
So, Jessica, given that this grand jury was being conducted after the Supreme Court decision, are the charges different? Because I'm trying to look right now at the original indictment filed in August of 2023 against Donald Trump. I'm seeing 4 counts: conspiracy to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. And now I'm looking at the new superseding indictment, and I am seeing what looks to be the same counts.
Yes, that is exactly what I saw as well. And that's what many people predicted, which is that all 4 are going through.
We are 5 days away from fundamentally transforming the United States of America.
In an interview with G. Edward Griffin from 1984, former KGB propagandist Yuri Bezmenov talked about a coordinated global plot to take America down from within.
Ideological subversion is the process which is legitimate, overt, and open. You can see it with your own eyes.
In the summer of 2016, did our government receive intelligence that suggested Secretary Clinton had approved a plan to tie President Trump to Russia?
Yes. The subject was titled "The Soviet Subversion of the Free World Press."
What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions.
So I know that there's an outrage right now, I guess, about protests that have been peaceful to date, and we certainly continue to encourage that outside of judges' homes, and that's the president's position.
And detailed 4 key strategies to achieve this goal.
The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate 1 generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy.
You said Russia in the 1980s are now calling to ask for their foreign policy back because the Cold War has been over for 20 years.
They are demoralization, destabilization, crisis, and normalization.
I'm not one of those people who's wedded to, a statue to somebody someplace is an important thing.
Should this bar graph talking about implicit bias or racial bias be included in a mathematics textbook, not just in the state of Florida, but in any state in the union? Panelists, what is your answer? Not all at once, y'all. Come on. Who's going first?
Half-baked intellectuals are now occupying the positions of power in the government, civil service, business, mass media, educational system.
Is there math in this textbook? Is disseminating the bar graph part of a student learning?
You are stuck with them. You cannot get rid of them. They are contaminated. They are programmed to think and react to certain stimuli in a certain pattern.
I do believe that states should be able, under our Constitution, to bar oath-breaking insurrectionists.
If you expose them to authentic information, even if you prove that white is white and black is black, you still cannot change the basic perception and the logic of behavior. In other words, these people, the process of demoralization is complete and irreversible.
What do you, can I just follow up on that? You said you don't think in terms of winning and losing. Mr. President, can I just follow up on that because that's a really important statement that you just made there. Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying.
The psychological shock when they will see in future what the beautiful society of equality and social justice means in practice, obviously they will revolt. They will be very unhappy, frustrated people, and the Marxist-Leninist regime does not tolerate these people.
Shame! 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 Shame!
Despite all of the deniers, there's any doubt that he interfered in our election, or that he has interfered in many ways in the internal affairs of other countries, funding political parties, funding, political candidates, buying off, government officials in different places. So that is his opus, his opus operandi.
This will be a common theme. We've seen this. This is like the rules for radical sort of leftist manifesto, which is if you're doing something, accuse your enemy of doing it, because we've seen this time and time again coming from the left, right? Accuse them of doing the stuff that you're doing. So we remember very clearly, the Hillary Clinton campaign formulated this nonsense. They leaked it to the FBI, who leaks it to the newspapers, who writes an article about it, who then the FBI uses said article to investigate Trump for years.
Many people have since tried to discredit the interview by dismissing the claims that Bezmenov was a Russian KGB agent. Whatever the case, Yuri Bezmenov's warning about the future of America has stood the test of time.
Where previously not even Comrade Andropov and all his experts would even dream of such a tremendous success. Most of it is done by Americans to Americans.
We've previously warned about the potential for Russia.
Can the same be said about the next generation?
This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to bring the country to crisis, to promise people all kind of goodies and the paradise on earth.
This is James Anthony reporting.